Hey, I wanted to talk to you today about points. Well, what kind of points are we talking about? Well, it's mortgage interest rate points, okay? And in many cases, I'll have people that asks if they can buy down the rate or they can pay points today on their loan. So, let's talk about points and what they are. Essentially, what it is paying interest up front to get a lower interest rate. And how does that look? So, on a typical loan, let's just say it's $300,000. If I were to pay 1 point on that loan, that would be $3,000 of extra closing costs up front for that point, okay? So, do we wanna buy points or not? Well, it all depends. When do I recommend buying points? If 2 things are gonna be happening. Number 1, you're gonna be in that house for a very long time, or number 2, you're gonna be in that loan for a very long time, or number 3, you really need to make sure that that payment is lower right now, and you've got some funds to pay for that up front, but that's a more rare situation. So, do I think it's a good idea to pay points in today's market? Well, probably not. Let me explain why. I'm doing this video in January of 2023. And right now, we're just coming off of the highs of the highest interest rates we've seen in a long time. Rates are getting better. And we anticipate, and the experts anticipate, that with the changes of inflation, rates should continue to get better for the next year or so, okay? Or they'll be getting better in the next year. So, if we're going to have better interest rates, there's an opportunity to refinance. And so we would want to make sure that if you paid points today, that you had the time to recoup those costs. So let's use our example from before where maybe we paid a point to get a lower interest rate. And maybe that point and that lower interest rate made our payment savings of $100 a month. Well, we spent $3,000 up front to save $100 a month. So we would want to make sure that we're in that house and in that loan for at least 30 months to recoup our upfront expenses. I don't think that most people in loans that they're doing today are going to be in those loans for the next 30 months. Okay. So let's not spend that money today and save that for doing our refinance that we're going to do maybe a year down the road. So figuring out if you should be buying points or not in today's market is a big decision, and we'd love to help navigate that with you. So give me a call and let's chat. Take care.